Now is the magic word of success is a famous line by David Schwartz in his bestseller, The Magic of Thinking Big. And he goes further to talk about what we need to be doing now. I feel so many dreams are taken to the grave because of what I would say is the most dangerous word in the English language. And that word is someday. Someday, I'm going to do it. And this language, as we tell ourselves this message, we make the mistake of thinking that someday is actually a day. But when I look on the calendar, I don't see someday. It doesn't exist. I don't know when someday is. The more that we go into someday land, it becomes easier and easier to put off our goals, to put off our dreams, because it's going to happen someday. Right? Someday, whew. It is going to be crazy what I'm going to accomplish or what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go or the places I'm going to see. Unfortunately, people that live on someday isle, they end up never getting there. Someday never comes. We end up taking these things to the grave with us. You go to a cemetery if you want the best ideas, the best books, the best things. It's just that they were never written. They were never put out there. They were never talked about. The best paintings, the best music. You go to the cemetery and just use your imagination because there's a lot of good things there, but I fear too many people, they're living in someday. With the busyness of life, with everything that we have coming at us, someday, well, eventually the last someday has come and gone, and we haven't taken the actions that we wanted. We haven't become all that we could become. We haven't fulfilled our potential. We haven't pursued our dreams. We haven't seen those places, written those books, said those things to those people. Whatever it could be, we're leaving it in the tank if we're saying someday. I would remind you, the power is right now. The present is all we have. Stop pretending that someday is an actual thing or an actual place, or it's actually going to come to pass. It always just keeps getting pushed further and further into the future. It's only by harnessing the power of our present that we're going to make an impact. To stop saying someday and to say today, right now. I'm taking action. And it doesn't have to be this crazy, insane stuff. It can be reading that book you said you were going to read, saying that what you were going to say to this one person, maybe forgiving somebody for something. Stop carrying around this negativity. Stop saying someday I'll forgive them. Someday I'll read the book. Someday I'll be present and spend time with my kids, because someday never comes. And that's where the biggest regrets are going to come from, is when we're living in someday land rather than today. So I challenge you, when you look at your own life, where are you spending the most time? Where are you living?